world to the high. What?
Okay, apparently I don't have notes for episode 23.
Uh-oh.
That was not the joke I planned.
Oh. I think that's the first thing they heard is you saying that. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fruit Basket Podcast. And today we're talking about the greatest anime of all time. There's not an anime that's better. It's called Fruits Basket.
Twin Tails.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's the best Twin Tails anime ever. It's Twin Tails.
Well, what about To's Twin Tails? Okay, I meant to copy your link to the video, and then I put it in my Windows search thing.
So you know what that means.
And now it's coming up with your ReZero and Symphogear and the thing, and then Rem.
So, we're going to talk about episodes 23 and 24 today. Rising, what did you think about episode 23 of Fruits Basket? We missed it last week because I was just overworked last week, so I needed a break.
Yeah, and then I watched it, and it was like probably one of the funniest episodes of Fruits Basket I've seen. Actually, yeah, it was the funniest.
It was fantastic. What's up, Francesca? This episode, how do I describe this episode? It was amazing. Is that the best way to describe it? It was amazing.
Well, you know what else is amazing?
Kisa?
Oh, yes, but your title on Twitch says, "Hey, who lit these lollies for an army?"
Oh my god, that's my ReZero stream title. Why did it not change it?
It's a King of Anime stream title.
Oh my god. Well, damn it. Damn it!
The stream is a mess, but I love it.
Oh my god! This always happens. I have to go in and change the name of the stream. We're not talking about King of Anime. We're talking about Fruits Basket.
Yes, the Queen of Anime.
Yes, the Queen of Anime podcast.
But yeah, I do agree that this episode was amazing, and I loved seeing how they rewrote the play to fit all the characters. And then Hana was amazing, and then Tori was adorable, and then Ua was a prince, and then Kyo was Kyo, and then Yuki was the guardian angel, and everyone loved him and took all the pictures. And then Ua said things, and then the kids were slightly disturbed but also intrigued.
I like the fact that at some points it just seems like they weren't even following the script. And then it got to the point where they definitely weren't following the script.
Yeah, it's like 3 months. It's like following the script, following a different script, and completely throwing out the script because why not? Because this is Fruits Basket.
It reminded me of that episode of Inuyasha where they had a similar play where Kagome played escargot pudding. And Inuyasha randomly shows up in her time, and there's actual legitimate monsters attacking and everything, but she's still trying to play the character of escargot pudding, and it's hilarious.
Yes, I have no idea what's going on.
Yes, Francesca's going to be on the last episode of season 2.
And apparently the YouTube comments are not showing up on your stream.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue is there. But Francesca's going to be on the podcast.
And then we'll actually get everything right because she'll be there to correct us on the stream instead of just in the chat.
That is true. And guess who else is going to be on that podcast?
Sea Tactics.
Yes. Who else?
Rising.
Yes. Who else?
President Trump.
No. Satsuki the Savage.
Even better.
It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. Anyways, back to the show. I like the beginning of this episode because it just starts out with them walking and there's Kisa and Hiro. And they're talking to Hiro oh my god, he's so adorable.
No, I thought they were talking to Kisa.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. That's
Hiro was being protected. And I just was so excited when I saw Hiro and Kisa at the start of the episode.
I don't think we've seen them. The last time we saw them together, was the episode with Rin. And Hiro was
yeah. And like that was when like Heroes make sure Rin was okay, and like Hero saw Rin, so like ran away from Kisa for a bit.
Yeah, I like when Haru goes up and picks up Kisa. It was just adorable.
And I love how Haru said that to Hero, saying you're adorable too.
Oh god, this is a really fun, wholesome beginning to this. I mean, Momiji's filming it. I mean,
Yeah.
Hiro's just getting so angry.
Yeah, and I love how he's like trying not to lash out.
Yeah, and then Hana's brother shows up, who we haven't seen
Yes,
since
Megumi.
season 1.
I actually did not know that was him. I thought it was Hana at first. I was like, wait, Hana doesn't look like that, does she?
I love it. I love it. It was fantastic. Uh,
Okay, yeah, I forgot about the part where Haru picked up Kisa, but yes, that is also adorable.
who do I prefer, Hero or Kisa? I like Hero. A lot of people hated Hero. I think people still do hate Hero, but I like Hero quite a bit.
Yeah, I'd say Hero is a more interesting character, but I like Kisa more because she's Kisa.
She turns into a giant cat.
Except not a giant cat, but she's even more adorable as a cat.
But when she's fully grown, she will turn into a giant cat.
That would be amazing.
I mean, yes. I wish I could turn into a giant ass tiger. What the hell?
I'd just be Kisa.
That's pretty much impossible.
I believe in you.
I like how I just love Hana in this play. She's always like eating something or drinking something, cooking
she only
something.
cares about the meat and like doesn't care about the plot or anything else going on. No, she cares about Toru. That's about all.
It's so good. It's so good. Melina says Hero has really grown on me.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. It's been cool seeing Hero grow throughout the whole series, but I liked Hero from the start. Well, he was a bit annoying at the start, but his episode like got me interested in him, saying, "Okay, I see where they're going with him. I like his character. He's definitely a bit immature, but he's also a kid, so that makes sense."
But his episode brought us the best quote ever. Das ist kein Art.
Wasn't that Momiji's line?
Yes.
And Momiji's the best.
Momiji is the best. Bree says Hana's brother shows up in the Uo episode.
Was that this season or last season?
It was this season, near the beginning.
Oh, right, the one with that thing. Yeah, the Kurino one.
I believe so.
Like episode 5.
Tress says, he's there for a minute in the Uo and Kurino episodes. Okay, yeah, so there you go.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have the play, which is great because like all the things.
I almost don't even know what to say about the play because it's just like I feel like I could like spend like an hour talking about it. Like there's so much stuff to talk about. It's like overwhelming.
Yeah, like everything in the play like was done with a purpose, and like it was so comedic, but also like really good at drawing the story forward, showing how the characters felt, both in the play, out of the play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's so good. What is the girl's name in the Yuki fan club that's in this play?
We don't have notes here. We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah,
Francesca, what's her name?
Francesca, help, please. Melina says, shout out to the narrator of the play. I really felt like I was watching a Fruits Basket AU fanfic. AU?
Alternate universe.
Oh.
So it's like, okay, take all these characters, put them in a different setting, and then tell a story with them.
Who do you guys think looked best in the play? Who was the best dressed? Oh, I really like Hana, but
Yuki, just because like how extravagant his costume is.
Yeah, Yuki looked like the pure version of the lead singer of Ghost. Like the lead singer of Ghost looks very similar to what Yuki's dressed up in, but it's like all black and he has like a skull mask on. It's like pretty crazy.
Yuki's like the opposite of that.
Yuki is the opposite of that. He's glorious.
You can definitely tell Ayumi put a lot of flair, especially into Yuki's costume.
Yeah. I guess Kyo. I guess I like Kyo the most, but I think that's probably, That's just
Because
me
he's
being
Kyo.
super basic. Yeah, he's best. He's the best kitty.
Exactly. Even though there's also Kisa. But still, yeah, I agree. Kyo's the best.
I also like how they're all in the crowd, like watching the play, cheering them on.
Yeah.
And they're like, "There's Toru."
Right.
Oh god, I love it. There's just this episode was just so great. I don't even what the heck do I even say about it? It's all amazing.
It's like this is the best episode we've seen that is not because of a strong emotional impact. It's just so comical and so fun and everything that we love about Fruits Basket.
Oh, I love how randomly Uo and Kyo are having an argument on stage in the middle of the play, and it's like one part play, one part like a real argument.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in the Hana's wish too, about like when Yuki shows up to grant her wish, she's like, "Okay, what do you want? I want to set the castle on fire." And Yuki's like, "That's illegal. Try something else."
It's so good. It's so good. I don't even.
There are times like I was not watching this to take screenshots for anything, but I just kept getting lines of like, I have to screenshot that, I have to screenshot that, I have to screenshot that.
Dude, I screenshot like everything, as people can probably tell. I love
Yeah.
I love the part where like Kyo's like, I don't want to dance, and like Toru's there, and she's just like all innocent, like, okay.
And like,
It's
I was like, oh, okay. And then Hana's there just eating meat.
I love the play guy. He's like, what did he say? He's like, he refused the stepsister, but like he was like, you shouldn't have done that. That was a part of like, what are you doing, dude?
Okay, I'm trying to read the line on screen. Lovely, but okay, it moves so fast.
I mean,
I wish to get Yaki Hisu. Or I can't read Japanese backwards.
Chess says, whenever Hana walks out, the whole crowd is blank-faced, except you can see her mom clapping a bunch in the back.
Oh, I didn't notice that. But yeah, that really fits Hana's family. Like how much they love and support her and everything.
I love it.
I love that Hana's family is probably the most normal out of any of the characters.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Huh. It is fascinating. Oh, I like how we learned a little tidbit that like Hana is secretly like really popular amongst people in the school.
Did we pick up on that?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot.
And she like walks out in the dress, and Toru's like, "Oh my god, she's so pretty."
And I love how like supportive Toru is of Hana.
Chess says, no, the narrator said he refused to Kyo because he didn't want Kyo to change his mind and try to dance with Toru. Oh, okay. I'm big dumb. I'm big dumb. It's fine.
It's okay, we all are. Yeah, I love this screenshot just of all the characters watching. Kisa being excited here, like, it's okay. Mobiji filming, and then Haru just being Haru.
I just love when Kyo goes up to Hana and is like, dance with me, and he's like so into it.
And then doesn't she just refuse him?
Yes, it's so great.
But then she gives him his shoe before she goes off, saying, you have to come find me later.
And she's just eating the whole time. She's just cooking and eating.
Exactly. And I love how the play ended with her wish being granted to like open up a yakisoba stand or whatever the food is. It's like we've got the moral of the story saying like you don't have to find true love to be happily ever after.
Yeah, I mean that is.
This is a romance anime, but they're going with that theme, which actually is really great.
I mean, that is the thing. It's kind of one of the part of like it's part of what I mean when I say there's so much stuff to talk about in this play, because there's
Right.
like you could analyze so much. Like you don't even have to be like, even a layman would probably be like, oh, there's probably something deeper going on here. Like this is so cool. This reminds me as well of the Bloom to You. They had a play like this. It was much more dramatic, but it's like one of those things. Like Bloom to You did the same kind of thing, and I loved it.
Okay, I love how you say next week everything.
Yeah, I mean next week everything. Speaking of, what do you think about Bloom to You Rising?
I haven't seen it.
Well, that's another heel turn. It's the best
Yeah, I
Yuri
dropped
anime.
it. All right, give me a second.
What? What are you doing?
Bring out the Bloom into you opening.
What? In the middle of a podcast? Is this actually happening? Chet says.
All right, there it is. Okay, the opening's born. I'm dropping it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I hand holding it. I don't care.
What? They're just holding hands.
Yeah, but then there's the flowers, and yeah, I'm bored.
Sheska did say something, but I guess she didn't. What do you guys think of when Hana asks Kyo, "Will you stay locked up forever?" And Kyo says, "I won't bother anyone." And Toru says, "I don't want."
I think I wrote that down, but my notes are gone. But yeah, if I remember right, that was just like it's showing the strain between Kyo and Toru's relationship and how they love each other, but they don't see a way they can be with the other.
Well, it's like Kyo is like kind of like, I don't want to say his own worst enemy, but he has things he has to sort out. I think is putting it the less complicated way.
It's like he does not feel he deserves the love of someone else.
Yes, and he has to love himself before he loves someone else. I mean that's just logical. So
that's actually a really common theme throughout the whole show.
Yeah,
and it's also like you have to believe that you have been loved to be able to love yourself first, and then from that love you can love others.
Right, and I think that's such a like real thing. Like I don't think people realize that. Like you can't you have to you really do like to truly love someone else and have a relationship that's like deep and understanding of the other person. You can't be focused on yourself half the time going, well, I don't have that much self-esteem. Like you have to be focused on being in a relationship, and that's what you got to do. So I like that.
It's like, yeah, there's a lot. Oh, that also reminds me of some of the stuff in the next episode, which we'll get to in a bit. But it's interesting doing these two episodes together, how different they are, but they also connect in a lot of ways too thematically.
Shet says, I took from that scene that Kyo thinks no one would care if he was locked up, but Toru's like, no, I would care. I mean, I would care if he would be locked up. He's the best kid.
And it's very interesting how they were able to work into play how the characters actually feel about the whole situation.
Yo, what's up, Satsuki?
I wonder if there's something more to the fact that they're using Cinderella to show everything. If the themes of that play are meant to tie into the themes of Fruits Basket as a whole.
Maybe. It could also be a thing, they needed something to something to draw from. And that was
it could be just they picked, Cinderella, everyone knows that, we can use that as our base for the play.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what the play is. The whole it would have been the play would have been bastardized anyways, right? So it could have been one of those, but it's one of those things where I'd have to watch this episode like 3 more times to figure out what they were really doing here, because it really just seems a little bit more complicated than just, oh, it's Cinderella, let's have fun times.
Yeah, I like how it's a mix of comedy and also a lot of deeper storytelling too, because we don't get that too often in anime.
I mean, really what they did in this episode is they had a regular episode, but they told it through the story of Cinderella. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
And that's really cool. People should do that more. Melina says, manga French translation, Kyo, who would care? Toru. I do.
Toru's precious.
Toru's the best. QRW6. Oh, the man, QRW6. What up? Cinderella-ish was absolutely hilarious. Hana was gold. Yeah. Loved it. Hana was just getting free food. Yeah, we were talking about that. Oh, Hana's just eating the whole time.
Yeah, we should be more like Hana.
I agree.
Oh, and she handed Kyo the slipper with chopsticks in it.
How did I forget about that?
I did too until I saw it on screen.
And then Uo hits him with it, and I'm like, what? You guys know my thing about that, so I'm not going to repeat it here. But
We need more Uo in our lives.
yeah, then Uo was talking about how he wants to see him.
Oh yeah, how Uo just like burst that out.
Yeah,
And then,
it's just so like there. Chess says in the manga translation, I read it was called Sorta Cinderella, so a part of me was sad they called it Cinderalla-ish. Actually, I like both of those names. Sorta Cinderella and Cinderella-ish are both pretty good names.
I feel like Cinderella-ish just like comes across as like the weirdness of it better, but that could be that's what I saw first. So
Maybe. Let's see what else happened in this episode. I'm actually remembering quite a bit.
yeah. Well, after this, we got the whole scene in the hallway with Toru and Kisa and Momiji and Haru and Hiro, and that was amazing as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because then basically Hiro made a comment about Ren and Haru, and so everyone was taking that. Oh, Hiro, do you like Ren?
Oh yeah. Oh my god, no. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing because it was like it was like everybody was like oblivious to everything.
Didn't Toru like pick up on it, wondering if wait, is Ren and Haru, do they have a thing together? And I actually forgot that Toru did not know about that.
Yeah, Toru like has no idea.
Yeah, and now she's thinking, oh, is there something there? And then Kisu's even like after saying, "Oh, Hiro, do you like Ren?" And Hiro's like, "No, not her. I love you." Except he couldn't say that because he's Hiro and a kid.
I love how Mogeta shows up and
Oh
Kisa's
yeah, I
playing
forgot
with
about that.
Mogeta. It's so great. So great.
It's
God.
like this episode had so many like really cool small things in it.
Yeah, it was just like a bunch of like just fun moments with all the characters.
It's like this is this is fan service, but the Fruits Basket fan service.
Francesca says Hero's face was so cute when the person dressed up as Mogeta walked up. He was starstruck.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Hana flirting with Kazuma.
No, that was like the that was so weird. It's like it was so out of nowhere. Like it's one of those things where like you don't expect those two characters to meet, and once they do, it's like this was awesome.
Yeah, well, Hana indicated like she thought Cosmo was like attractive or interesting or something back in this parent-teacher conference part. I want to see them together more, just because. Yes.
Oh, so good, so good. And then Yuki runs into Machi, and Kimi over the microphone is like, "Go get pictures with Prince Yuki," and like all the girls that are bullying Machi run away.
Wasn't it Kakeru who did that, or whatever his name is?
Wasn't it? It was both of them, right? It was Kakeru and Kimi, right?
No, I thought it was Kakeru who did that. Maybe. It's been a while.
I may be confusing with another episode. I haven't watched the episode in a week, so yeah. Sheska says, I think Hana was flirting with him partially because she thought he was cute, and partially just to mess with Kyo.
I can see both of them.
But either way, the girls are bullying Machi about Yuki. So, what are your thoughts about that?
I thought it was definitely interesting. It's also interesting to see more of Machi's thoughts about Yuki, how she doesn't seem as depressed, how she basically sees how lonely he is. It's like shows the understanding that Machi has of Yuki's character that all these other girls or people don't.
Melina says Kakeru roped Kimi into it, and it's just Kakeru says Brie. So it seems you're right. Ganador says not sure how long Hana could keep that act up though. Would be interesting to see.
So what would Kyo think of Hana being her stepmother or his stepmother?
I don't. That would be so. Oh, my brain.
I feel like Kyo would jump out the window.
Kyo, I don't even. That hurts my brain to think about. I think that may be weird. He's like in his 30s, right? Late 30s.
I don't know how old he is. He might not be as old as most of the parents would be, depending on like when he took Yuki or took Kyo in.
Maybe. I don't know.
But it's also Hana just being Hana because she's Hana.
Melina says Kyo would be horrified. Oh, I'm getting called upon.
Yeah, don't worry, Francesca, we'll get to the Machi stuff, especially next episode. Yeah, saying they bully Machi just because she wasn't conformist, like how people bully me because I do all these heel turns. Did I lose C? Is he there? Can he hear me? Can the chat hear me? So C might have just disappeared and or his internet just exploded. So because I do not know what is happening, I will instead read everyone C's social security number. It is... Wait, I forgot. But yes, this episode was great. Yeah, C is done, so apparently I'm taking over from here, so let's do this. It is also interesting too, at least I thought, when Toru came out of changing after the play and she just heard Kisa's voice and was like so excited. It was like, oh, I know that voice. And then they hugged and it was adorable. And I would show you all the screenshot, but I'm not the one controlling the screen. It's C instead.
What? I'm not controlling anything. I'm not done with this podcast.
All right, I'm leaving then. Good night.
What? What? I was called upon. What can I do?
Maybe enjoy the podcast.
I cry. I cry very much. So, final thoughts on this episode? Anything you missed?
Apparently, Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away.
Wait, who?
One of the Supreme Court justices.
Oh.
But yes, yeah, I just got a notification from my news app about that.
Yeah, anything we missed?
Yes, but there's a lot in this episode. Oh, there's the scene where Kyo is taking off his shirt around everyone else, and people are saying, "Oh, don't do that here."
That was amazing. That was great.
Yes.
Well, there's the scene at the end.
Oh yes, with Toru and Kyo. I almost forgot about this scene.
Yeah. That's really interesting. It shows they're definitely like close now.
Yeah, they're close, but there's still like a wall between them.
Right. They have to, figure out their own feelings for one another, and then they can get totally married, and Kyo ex Toru can be fulfilled, and I can die happy.
So, what are your thoughts on Yuki ex Momiji?
Disturbing.
I agree.
My cat came into my room, and now he's like doing cat things.
Is he Kyo?
No, he's Mr. Kitty.
You should hug Mr. Kitty. Maybe he'll turn into Kyo.
I would, but he'd bite me and kill me. Anyway, shall we move on to the next episode?
No, I can. Yes, next episode.